Once the great sage Rabbi Chaim Kanievsky, Shlita, got into a taxi in Bnei Brak in Israel. The secular taxi driver realized immediately who his passenger was and said, "Rabbi, I want to tell you a story. When I got out of the army, I went with a friend to India. We took a jungle tour, but we got separated from the rest of the group, and we found ourselves in a very dark, overgrown place. We got lost. So I went a little bit ahead of my friend, and then I heard him scream. I turned around and saw an enormous snake coiling himself around my friend and slowly strangling him. I ran back to him, but despite both our efforts, the snake coiled himself tighter and tighter around him. I struggled harder and harder to free him. I yelled at the top of my voice for help. My friend started to turn white and then blue. I said to him with tears in my eyes, 'You better say Shema.' He summoned all of his remaining strength and whispered faintly, 'Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad.' Instantly, the snake uncoiled himself and slithered off into the undergrowth. Rabbi, I want you to know that that friend today is learning Torah here in Bnei Brak all day and most of the night." Said to him Rabbi Kanievsky, "Uma itcha, and what about you?" Said the driver, "No, the rabbi doesn't understand. It happened to him, not to me." When I heard this story, it reminded me of a question that I've had for years about this week's Torah portion. Now, right at the end of the whole Torah, it says, "Never again has there risen in Yisrael a prophet like Moshe." Our sages learned from this verse that although there was never another prophet like Moshe amongst the Jews, there was a prophet of comparable stature amongst the other nations of the world, and that was Bilam, who we meet in this week's Torah portion. Now, Bilam took his gift of prophecy to try and destroy the Jewish people. One could ask of Bilam, "Uma itcha," what about you, Bilam? If you have access to a level of prophecy comparable to Moshe Rabbeinu himself, how could you be so evil? How could you want to destroy the Jewish people? There are two creatures of the air whose eyesight is unmatched, the eagle and the bat. In the daylight, the eagle's eyes are sharper and more penetrating than any other winged creature. By night, however, he's no match for the bat. The bat uses his ears to see a night landscape that no bird can equal. God created this world as a world of opposites, positive, negative, light and dark, good and evil. The mystics speak of the Sitra Achra, an Aramaic expression meaning literally the other side. Bilam's prophecy, his sight, was drawn from the dark side, from the powers of darkness. The darkness will never see the light, whatever its power. On the other hand, Moshe Rabbeinu's prophecy came from the light of Kedusha, of holiness and of purity.